Hi Sagis, how are you guys doing? Welcome to Sagittarius Tarot and your timeless reading. Let us see, we're gonna use this deck to see what are you feeling right now, what are you feeling like that, how to move forward, who is going to help you, where will you find that, and when will it manifest? And we're gonna clarify with this deck over here. So let us see what is Sagittarius feeling right now. Let's see. Two of Cups in reverse. So this is talking about focusing more on the self and the internal work to get ready for a partnership rather than the partnership. So if there's issues within a partnership, this is talking more about focusing on inner healing. And with the King of Swords, clarifying that this is talking about probably you are feeling as if, there's like, because this is saying like, what are you feeling right now, right? So this is talking about probably with the King of Swords, hard truth and beliefs that you have about relationships or partnerships or things like that. So you feel like you're not ready for a certain union or certain merger or certain partnership, business, platonic, friendship, romantic, whatever it is of nature. Or sometimes it can be between two, like two things. So any type of like merging energies you feel before you get to that part, you're feeling right now that there's a lot of things to be worked within you. Also, this is talking about on the external level, that before you sign an agreement, before you sign a contract, before you shake hands, before you decide to join efforts with someone or collaborate with someone, or whatever it is, right? You feel that they are certain like truth or boundaries or things to be communicated clearly before you ventured into that. So that's, that's a good focus on communication and before you rush into a sort of partnership. That's very interesting. Now let's see why you're feeling like that. Like, why do you feel that there's certain things that needs to be said before you venture that, like into that, right? And so you're feeling like that because if you do not communicate these certain truth, you feel that this would be the end for that relationship, at least for now. Let's see. It's clarified by the Hangman. Yeah. So why are you feeling like that? So I feel like you're in a moment where you either reached your limit dealing with something or someone, and you need to look at the situation from a different perspective, because the Hangman is taking a pause, going upside down in order to look at things from a different perspective, from a different way. And so this is talking about hard truth, tough love, hard conversations, needed truth to be spoken. And so that's why, because I think the why here with the Ten of Swords is like, deep down that things cannot continue the way they are continuing. Like, this is a dead end unless certain things are communicated and said. And so before you do that, you feel also that you can't even rush into that. So there's a feeling of a pause needed in order to be able to look at something from a different perspective. And so, yeah, that's interesting. What an interesting reading. Let's see how to move forward from that energy. Okay, let's see. Five of Cups in reverse, which is good. And this is really talking about focusing on those good things that, remain or are not lost yet within a partnership. And that's the Nine of Swords for you. And so this is talking about how to move forward. There's a lot of mental energy like here. And so I think that what this is saying in this particular position is that the way forward from this is to like really, because this is the overthinking card, right? So the way to move forward from this is to really overthink and analyze, and not only, and like focus your thoughts on these two remaining cups, because as much as this partnership might have there was like 3 cups that were spilled in it, right? 3 things that broke, 3 things that you were discovered, 3 things that changed within the dynamics of that relationship, or if this is talking about you, these are 3 things that, based on previous experiences of previous relationships, you were still holding on to those 3 traumas or something. So maybe whether this is talking about the current partnership or your need to enter to a partnership, that would be the message. So this would be like focusing on the qualities that you still have, or the qualities that you look in a relationship, or the good things left, something like that. Very interesting. Now let's see who is going to help you. And it's the shadow sides in reverse. Wow, okay, so this is already like probably divine intervention. And with this, yeah, see, that's very interesting. Like the shadow sides talking about our shadow side, and this is like duality, light and darkness, shadow and light. And so what this is saying is that because this is also talk like, okay, so the 2 of Swords talks about whenever there's like 2 opposing energy, that these are like 2 sides of the same coin, but at the same time, like they're butting heads. So as much as it feels like these 2 energies are essential to form a unit, like this is not the way to go, like as if there's like a middle ground between these 2. And so that's the download from the moon, the energy of intuition. This is saying that like there is a third way that is going to help you figure this all out. And in order to be able to figure that out, you need, like, how to say it? Like, you need to really rack your brains, and you really, really, really need to think. And that's why we see a lot of that, like, energy within the cards, talking about mental changes, mental, like, visualization, mental analysis, a lot of like a lot of that. So yeah, and this is also saying like to embrace that quality, that shadow. Maybe by embracing that shadow, you'll be able to like see your way through all of this. Now, where will you find that? Where will you find that? Again, with the 2 of Swords, come on, look. You will find that in that third way that we see that you didn't, you know, that insight did not light up yet in your head, but it is going to. Because you're really thinking. There's a lot of swords in this energy, like King of Swords, 10 of Swords, 9 of Swords, 2 of Swords, 2 of Swords. So a lot of mental energy right here. And so where will you find that? It is clarified by the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So I think you gotta focus more on the cups, and that's why the Five of Cups is here, and not on what you can get from that partnership in terms of security, value, appreciation, safety, all of that, right? You gotta focus on what, if this is a current relationship, what are you looking for in terms of emotional fulfillment, and if this is not a relationship that you are craving or you want to go in, or a partnership, you got to figure out also what do you want to get out of that when it comes to emotional fulfillment, whether this is a job that you're looking for, someone to collaborate with, romantic partner, friendship, all of that. So there's really like like here we're talking more about racking your brains, like really scratching those, like this big beautiful brain of yours, and trying to decipher and analyze and benchmark and do all of that, like literally like you're doing your due diligence when it comes to a current partnership or your like readiness towards going to in a partnership. And so this could be talking about the potential of one or a current one. And in both cases, like this is really talking about like not looking at an aspect of, oh, like how much am I valued in this relationship or partnership? Am I getting enough paid? Am I being seen? Am I is this like good for my future? Am I getting security, stability, all that? I think whether you were or you're not getting all of these things, what this reading is talking about, this is talking about, and there was disappointments, right, with the Five of Cups. Like there was certain disappointments, but that you healed, that you like went over them, and that is what allowed you to have clarity in how to move forward or how to be ready for something new. And your answer lies with emotional fulfillment, like seeing after all the mental activity, all the thinking, you got to see at the end of the day, what does make your heart happy, right? Follow your bliss. And so let's see, when will all of that manifest? Ace of Cups in reverse. I think this is really in its early, very, very early stages. It's like a fetus. It didn't even manifest yet. And so probably because everything is still going in your mind, because like you have to think it, feel it, visualize it, and then see it manifest. So since it's still in the mental realm, I think this is very like in its very, very early stages. And with the Ace of Pentacles, clarifying that, like this is a very like interesting message. It's just when you start to look on the things that fulfill you emotionally and only focusing on that, somehow you're going to discard certain options, take certain choices that without you knowing, and as much as you're looking forward to and focusing on the emotional aspect of that situation, suddenly that will also lead to a new beginning when it comes to your coin. And that means, you stumble upon the seed and the promise and the potential of having that partnership take you on a very wealthy journey. And it has that promise with the Ace of Pentacles that it holds that potential. But while you were going through the motions within that relationship, or while you were going through the emotions internally before you commit to a relationship or partnership or business or whatever, you were looking, let's say, at the emotions and cups. But thanks to that, you will also find that Ace of Pentacles within everything. Very nice, a little bit cryptic message here. I like it though. I like how this reading, I hope it makes sense. Because this is talking a lot about like navel gazing and thinking thoughts out loud, talking to yourself, looking back at past experiences, weighing out what you should carry with from them and what you need to release and heal and let go of, focusing on the present moment as well, and seeing what currently today, the person you are today, which isn't the person you were yesterday, right? Like the person you are today, what does that fulfill you? What do you want from a business? What do you want from a partnership? What do you want from a job? What do you want from a relationship? What do you want from a friend? When it comes on a level of emotional fulfillment, like, and if things changed, you're ready to say they change and you're ready to be open for other things. And without noticing, and while doing all that, that new thing, whether it's a new one or whether it's a revived or revisited relationship, it will for sure, all of this energy will blossom into the beginning of a material journey. And so this would also be an indication of the time of when it will manifest. It's as if you wouldn't recognize it at the beginning. This is saying like how sometimes they tell you like the biggest blessings sometimes come in small boxes, or you don't even recognize them. And this is what I'm getting from this reading. It's as if, because this is the when, and when you think that something is not, still needs work or doesn't need to, like when it comes to emotional fulfillment, right? Just when you think that, and just when it starts to manifest like coin-wise, and it starts to look very promising when it comes to providing you with good value and good safety and stability, just then you will know, oh, okay, so I started that journey. And then you'll know that soon enough that Ace of Cups will start to overflow and you would have found the way. So yeah, I love this journey. I love it. Thank you, Sagittarius, for tuning in. Thank you for watching till the end. Thank you for clicking the like button. It shows me that you appreciate my content. Thank you for sharing my video through the share button. Thank you for everyone who already subscribed. You give me life. If you didn't subscribe yet and you're watching this video, please do. You'll be supporting me big time to continue doing these readings. Click that subscribe button. Thank you everyone also for your comments. I read all of them. I reply to all of them. Whether they are appreciation comments that give me confidence into continuing to doing this, or whether you are sharing a personal experience. I'd love to hear that. Stay blessed, aligned, and connected. I love you so much, my dear Saggies.